Let me ask you, as a successful young black woman, do you have any pressures of feeling like you're a spokesman for young black women at all, or
Um,
do people idolize you? They want to, they look up to you, ask you questions. They probably DM you, ask you all kind of stuff. Help me with this, help me with
yeah.
that. Do you feel that pressure?
Well, sometimes I do. I think, but I think that's just me wanting to help and wanting to be a part of the culture and moving it forward. It's just a feeling. It's just something that's like, you know what, it makes sense. It makes sense for me, and it makes sense for what makes me happy, And I think that's what everybody needs to focus on more, and not what people see from the outside looking in. Like, I'm doing this because I have to do this, or to be famous or whatever. It's never about that. It's just more of what you love to do and what makes me confident. It's good to feel like you're good at something, and I know I'm good at this. Like, what I've learned is everybody's really just normal people going through their own stuff,
Right.
just as humans do. So yeah, when you're in these rooms with amazing people that you look up to, it's crazy to be like, oh, okay. Like, you gotta make it chill. You gotta make it a welcoming environment,
Okay.
for yourself. I think that is kind of the key to it all, is making sure you stay grounded and never forget where you come from. Like, I used to say just ignore it, but sometimes you can't, because it's, comments are kind of like a real thing about just how real life is. You're gonna have people who hate you because they just do, and
Right.
they'll find different things to pick on you to bring you down. And I wouldn't say ignore it, because that's not real life. You know what I mean? It's not. You can't ignore like the bad stuff in the world. That we don't take no for an answer, because we always find our yes, and we make sure that things happen in the way where we create paths for other young black writers and directors and actors and actresses that need their chance and want their chance, because it is out there. So I think figuring out or learning yourself and figuring out a way to cope with it is the best way to do it. Finding yourself and being confident in who you are, I think that helps a lot,
Right,
for
right.
sure. And I think when you work on yourself, you will look back at that comment and be like, you know what I mean? It's not going to be that big of a deal to you, because you love yourself. You know what I
Right,
mean?
sure.
You strive to make you happy, not other people.
Right.
So I think that's important. That's the beauty about life, is that God kind of makes the lane a little bit clearer for you to see, so you can walk your path in a way that feels confident and that you can be present. My parents always tell me, when it doesn't become fun anymore for me, I can always switch gears. Really want to make people proud and show them really what I'm capable of.
Right.
It's the worst feeling is that know what you're capable of, but you can't speak it or be out loud about it, or no one is looking at you. Like, that's the worst feeling,
Right.
So I believe when it comes to something like this, when you still see the beauty in it and you still see something that needs to change, that you are more than welcome to help with that change. That's important to me. And that's what I want to keep doing and want to keep striving for, and experiment. If yes, I'm an actress and a producer, but what else is there to do? What else can I dip my toes in to see what if the pool is warm or not. So, I see it in a multitude of ways, but I don't carry the pressure of being the token black girl that has to do everything or needs to be a part of something, because the issues and the roller coaster of everything. As long as it is still a passion, and I could strive for the other young black girls coming behind me that want to do this, that's all that matters to me at the moment. People will always look at you as a certain thing, and it's really difficult.
Right.
And it can really take a toll on somebody that's trying to break through.
Right.
So I feel like I've been true to myself and doing what I love, and saying yes to things that will make me happy and be goals for me.
Right.
When I think about like financial stability and generational wealth, I think of creating and building in lands that you can't create more land, but um you can create, I don't know, like power in that land, if that makes sense. Like you can hold power to where um and I can see that, and I can see that in homes. I can see that in just building empires. And for me, I
That's
think
dope.
just the little details in that tell me that I'm on the right path and I'm doing good. And when they're like, I'm Marsai Martin, and I'm like, I'm proud, you
Right,
know?
right.
Like I'm happy. I'm happy with. I think because of me knowing my potential, and it may sound really surface level, but I know I'm good at it. This is something that I know I could be incredibly dope at it if I give my 1000%. Um, and like I said, I am my biggest competitor. I am my biggest fan. I'm also my biggest enemy, meaning enemy as in like I overthink a lot. I compete with myself a lot. I'm my only competitor. There's nobody else in my lane as I see. Like I'm always back and forth and seeing if I can top this, if I can top that. And how do I know? I just when there's a feeling that you get when you do what you love that is just like there's no words that can express the feeling that you get, express the passion that you can do something. It's amazing, it's a gift. It's the true meaning of talent. Really dive into a project, whether you are in front or behind the camera, and make it your own. It's just there's something beautiful about it.